is trying to find somebody to help me get this show off. We're not planning on this dude winning. That's not even in the thing at all. Every now and again, I feel like somebody says F the program.
Black and White Sports, weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.7 The Ticket. His Store and More, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus media station.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Nick DeLuca. Brendan Sorsby looking to return to college football. Texas Tech QB filing an injunction against the NCAA seeking eligibility for the 2026 season. Sorsby seeking treatment for a gambling addiction after revealing he placed thousands of bets on sports. Number one player in ESPN's transfer portal rankings, Sorsby moved from Cincinnati to Texas Tech, projecting to be one of the highest paid players in the sport at more than $5 million for next season. Conference finals set in the NBA. In the East, the Cavs win Game 7 last night to take on the Knicks this week, while the Thunder and the Spurs open up the Western Conference Final tonight. Game 1 tip 8:30 Eastern, coverage beginning at 8 Eastern right here on ESPN Radio. NFL Spring League meetings beginning tomorrow. Minnesota, the likely host for the 2028 NFL Draft, pending owner approval. Organizers led by Minnesota Sports and Events Commission submitted a bid in March for the events.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Candy. Coming up Tuesday, I'll tell you why James Harden is the player with the most on the line in the Knicks-Cavs series. It's Unsportsmanlike weekday mornings at 6, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
I mean, they're there, and trust and believe. Watch this. As much as we would like to say we don't know if we could really look seriously at the Raptors, what you do know is that Cleveland will ultimately put a game or two away in this series by their own merit, whether it be poor decision making, where there's excessive turnovers, where they're inept from the foul line, and some other dereliction of duty that we know that the Cleveland Cavs will put on display.
Black and White Sports, weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7 The Ticket.
78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Even high earners, over 60%, have under $1,000 saved. But a new money move is making way. Welcome to the 24K Life, created by financial performance coach Derek Gant. The 24K Life is where high achievers master their money, sharpening their mindset, building unshakable confidence and wealth. If you're done with the survival mind and are ready to thrive, visit 24klife.org. The 24K Life. Be your best. Get the best. Leave nothing to chance.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
He's the voice of the Toledo Walleye and the Toledo Mud Hens. He is none other than the one and only Mr. Matt Melzak. Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. How are we?
The Walleye comment situation.
These two teams are so identical. They play very similar styles. So I think the X factors to me is going to be the netminders and whose goaltender makes some big time saves at certain points of games when they need it. And to me, it'll be the special teams as well. These two teams were 1 and 2 in the playoff or in the regular season power play. So if one of those can get hot for either side, if Toledo's power play gets hot in this series, they're probably going to win the series. If it's Fort Wayne's, they're probably going to win the series. It's just such a very similar group both ways that I think this is going to be a very difficult series to predict or to tell what's going to really happen.
Weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7 The Ticket.
Black and White Sports is now.
Trust and believe. It's something totally different. And stop with the Eminem, because Eminem's not one of the best either. And y'all can stop that.
Dre says he's the best on the mic. That's
Dr. Dre is a Fed, and so is Snoop. We covered this. Everybody fool with Dre and Snoop is dead or was locked up. I don't care what Dr. Dre said.
I'm just reporting.
Dr. Dre was wearing women's shoes before it was fashionable to do it as a guy.
Toledo's sports leader, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
I know you're kind of busy just now, but I want to tell you some things I never told you. I know sometimes I act stupid and I say stupid things, but you kept me around, and other people would have said, drop that bum. You give me respect. You know, it's hard for me to say these kind of things because that ain't my way. But if I could just unzip myself and step out and be someone else, I want to be you. You're real hot.
If the papers knew we were talking like this, they'd think we was crazy. Why you?
Because I'm the best and you need somebody to teach you different. You may not understand what I'm talking about now. I can appreciate that, but you will when it's over. Believe me. You will when it's over. You think I don't have any more?
You got nothing more to prove, do you?
Look, man, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. I got a lot of more. Come on. Here we go again.
And we wish to show the American press a small portion of the advances.
What does all this do to enhance performance?
It makes a man a better man, a great athlete, a super athlete. Though most of the world is ignorant.
It's showtime! It's showtime!
Come on. We wish to educate your country.
In great spirits tonight. He's really putting on a show for this capacity crowd.
Shall we have a demonstration?
Please do.
As you can see, the result's quite obvious. Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Now you're gonna have to go through hell.
Okay, that's how you feel. Boy. I feel like that's a Wu-Tang entry. What's going on, people? New week, new day. It's a Monday. What do we call it? Let's say it's an MVP Monday. To be specific. Good day, one and all. On a gloomy Western Conference Game 1 Monday. As we said, again, MVP Monday is what it might be called for the Steeler fan as well. So, yeah, no, it's a lot to do today. We're going to get it started early around here. Welcome in Black and White Sports, fastest buck 20 in sports, and I hope your weekend was pleasant, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of things went off. Like I said, the MVP was awarded. So before we get this thing underway tonight, we're going to crown the so-called MVP. But there's not a lot to argue, though. SGA, that's official. I think most people would agree with that. Certainly 83 out of the 100 possible say SGA was the guy, so he gets the crown. We got that going off. Also, your first major crown, PGA. Excellence, too. Your man, Aaron Ray. So we got all of that happening. And again, the Steeler thing, Aaron Rodgers. 1 year, $25 million. Now, the thing is, it's interesting because we have people here that are a part of the Steeler contingent and they care. We'll ask, but we have heard it over and over. A lot of you don't like the Aaron Rodgers union and marriage. So we should have you know his teammates, though, do support the move. All of that going on. Also, too, a quick sidebar over the weekend, too. It looks like our man Diggs might have evaded some of his troubles. And there's been talk now of, where he might end up, too. A couple other NFL tidbits, though, going on. But, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin. Well, first of all, let me begin by saying hello, Josh Burnham. How are you doing, sir? Good day to you.
I am just fine.
And again, like I said, we will get going right away here today. And, like we said, we'll talk to the fellas and we'll do all of this. But I don't know if anybody wants to speak up for yesterday's fiasco in Detroit.
I wonder, do I have a Piston fan out there anywhere that's willing to call here? 877-909-1007. Text us. Do anything. Just act like you're alive. I know Denny and Chris must have had a hell of a show today.
I mean, they're just like any other Pistons fans.
No, first and foremost, you know what we're doing? Hold on, Josh. We got it before, because I had to get my guys in here. But listen, this is what I'm doing. This is how we're going to open this up today. Because first of all, we don't want to talk too much about it because we could get caught up in any of the viral janktivity that these boys put on display in front of their people yesterday. You would think the Pistons would have at least been more courteous and not, I guess, allowing the entire fan base to be embarrassed.
What the hell is that?
Right. So you know what's worse? How about this, people? These fools had the nerve to have this. Can you boys see this? They said "all dog" on the fan towel from yesterday. Detroit Pistons, are you out of your mother flipping minds with this? This is what happens. And I thought about giving Denny and Chris these, Josh.
Well, they did look like dogs, more like chihuahuas.
Let's move on with it, as all guests and calls brought to you by real quick. My man in here, I don't know where. It's a great day. I mean, I need a fellow comedian today. Perfect time to get Noah Jeske in here. Hey, Ski, look at this crap. He's John Noah Jeske, everybody. He's the quarterback in here. We need a quarterback to help us understand. Look at this. See that, John?
I do. I thought you were going to show something. That looks like something back in the 90s. Remember those cartoon shirts?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, when they used to make the T-shirt when you win the champ. That's what it was. See, making crap like this will get your ass clapped. See? Detroit, we focused on the wrong things.
It was embarrassing.
It was, but it's not really because I bet on the Cavs early. Let's do this. Let's all listen, radio heads, we apologize because sometimes you guys can't get all of the fun that you can see on the live Facebook at Black White Sports, or of course on the YouTube at Savvy Television. Listen, but I'm going to tell you more about that expansion. But here was what we're going to do. If you can look at it right now, we've got a pair of scissors. We've talked about this towel. Hey, Josh.
Yo.
We can't have it. So in a ceremonial display, what we want to do is go ahead and start chopping this up. We're going to go ahead and cut this up live on the television. We can't have ourselves associated with this bull crap. Yeah, Pistons, this is for you Bs, 419, all these punk ass Piston heads. Get this, don't come back nowhere. You get Trick. Here, they had Trick. You know what it was, Ski? Trick came out rapping. That's what happened. He should have just stayed on Godfather Patrol, right? Issuing fly zone permissions.
Listen,
so it's garbage. It was started with the Eminem, the Eminem showing up, pulling us at Russell Wilson. So we had to cut that live. That's what that is. Pistons, all dog. Them boys said the towel said all dog. Everybody, can you believe that, John? All dog.
Actually, I can believe it because that's the day and age we live in this NBA, Sav. Like I want to take it back to game 6 when Cleveland had an opportunity as well to close it out at home, and they allowed Detroit to come in and run them out of their own gym. So here we are again, game 7. Anything can happen in a game 7, right? How many times have you heard that? And I am just completely disgusted with how both teams played with the opportunity, both homes teams played with the opportunity to close out each other. And it's just, I can't even imagine, Sav. I mean, can you think about any team in yesteryear or, I mean, at home, game 7 showing no energy, no fight, no love.
Man, listen, just
it's
the
weak.
The NBA is silly for this. Listen here,
30 points, 30 points.
On a game 7, hold on. Let me add my man in here, man. All guests and calls still brought to you by the Bellamere Suites wake up call line. So we get my man impressing here. Josh, you crazy. All right, we can't have theme songs for everybody, Josh. We're in the middle of a discussion. All right,
But so look, man, we'll get Monty in here. Welcome Monty Features to the program, everybody. DJ Impress, you guys know him. So Monty, we in here. You already catching it. We already on it. You already hear it. Listen.
Yeah.
First of all, we're trying to figure out number one, how to deal with the NBA getting us with the doggone the game 7 nonsense 125-94. But does anybody anywhere? That's what I forgot to tell you to get, Josh, was the clip of the commercial of the promo for game 1 of the Knicks and Cavs. Did you guys get any of that? Just as a sidebar before we get, because I'll forget to mention that. Did either one of you see that in the group chat?
I saw it, but me knowing how media works, I could understand how that happens. It should never air, but I could see them getting two commercials ready. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But the fact that it aired like that, and then the way that it played out,
yeah,
that's not good. Somebody did that. That was like getting the NBA jab. Like this, I'll get him. Because you're right, man. That's a very good point. He's absolutely right, everybody. And speaking from that space, we would prepare both eventualities in terms of the production teams, whatever that is, be it NBA people, ABC people, NBC, whatever it is, whoever's working on the promotional efforts, they have these type of operational choices, and he's correct. Both of them were probably made, but the fact that one of them got out here in the world and
Monty,
we went,
that's
a little bit.
I don't accept that.
That's heavy.
I don't accept that. They make championship shirts for both teams too, but you don't see people walking around the streets of downtown Toledo with some buster ass shirt from a champion.
Well, you wouldn't be able to get rid of that.
Like they send that stuff overseas. They get that out of here. There's children over in other countries wearing,
but knowing the climate of things, though, somebody still had to post something somewhere to get
it's a fan.
To somebody.
Sure.
Somehow, wherever it got sent to alert other people who did not make it, beside the editor and the executives in charge on, where the pathway of this content is going, that's not good. Like somebody,
and it all has to be approved.
How this world was going to react and respond, whatever side you come down on. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you believe, let's just say, you know what I mean? It's perfect. It's perfect material all the way around, and boy, was that heavy. Well, luckily for me, I took it serious.
Obviously, Detroit did too, and decided not to bring that game. It's a foregone conclusion. We already lost.
Let's go. Where do we go?
Yeah, ain't no sense of us even participating.
Hold on 1 second. Here's Josh. Josh, you got a video? Would you go in audio?
Yeah, I just got the audio.
Okay, go ahead and run it. Here you go. Here's for Josh.
This is the first time I've heard it. This is the secondhand audio from YouTube. So see if that goes off as we want it.
NBA Finals MT. The Cavs hide another upset. While the Knicks carry the dreams of all three. The Eastern Conference Finals, Cavaliers Knicks, Game 1 on 8. NBA Finals MT. The Cavs hide another upset. While the Knicks carry the dreams of all three. The Eastern Conference Finals, Cavaliers Knicks, Game 1.
All right. I mean, not the best audio rendition of that.
Yeah.
I think I can kind of make it out. But nonetheless, again, just the fact that, like I said, I feel like in today's world, people are doing things and making moves that they know will ignite a certain energy. And that's what I would chalk it up to, Ski, more than anything, more than even trying to taint the people or the bet thing. What I will let you guys know, though, is about the time. I guess it was the foul with Miro, and I might have sent this to you guys too, because somebody else made a reference to like the turning point of the game. The game was pretty much, it was going like you might expect, and then all of a sudden, I think it was a call. It was a charge call, something like this. Anyway, from that point on, it's like the onslaught begins where the Cavs are concerned, and then like Miro hitting 23, you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that. This is nonsense. You even got the Cav thing. For the person arguing the James Harden in the future, when they say, well, the Cavs can't do this or that if Harden doesn't this. He still was James Harden game 7. He was game 7 Harden, everybody.
Sure
Just
was.
so y'all know.
He was still 9 points, 0 for 6 from deep. You know what I'm saying? His 8 assists don't have the same value in this case, but nonetheless, he was still Game 7 Harden. We'll salute Brother Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell. So you had to do that. But this is where I would say to you guys, talking about guys here, John Norjeski's here, Mighty Features is here, Black and White Sports on this Monday. What I would say, gentlemen, is the James Harden focus, I think, definitely heightens now, because Donovan will say, well, shoot, I got us here. I at least had to do, we're in the conference finals now, haven't been here. We got you to get us to this next level, or so we think. So I think you're going to hear more of that conversation. But anyway, John, let me ask you this, man. I guess maybe what was beside the energy of the Pistons, which was a little bit twisted. Anybody that you thought might have, or maybe you expected to perform better out of this group, and maybe when you think back on the games and what we've been asking in and out of, each game, and yesterday, and maybe seeing that individual or that situation maybe not manifest.
I think it's more, Sav, I think it's more than just one individual that I expected more from the Pistons. Their entire bench didn't show up. I mean, outside of Cade Cunningham, and I think the moment proved too big for him as well, because he realized no one's really there to help him when he's looking over at the bench, and who the hell's going to help me score and play defense and rebound. The whole team, quite frankly, looked out of their element in this situation. And for Cleveland, their bench just, outplaying it is an understatement. They just took it to them in every aspect when it meant the most. And I think that's what the most disappointing thing for Detroit fans is the lack of just their overall team showing up.
I think Tobias Harris was the biggest letdown, because he's a veteran guy. He's been around the league. He's been in these situations before. So if you thought somebody would be a stabling point, you would expect more, from him. Yeah. Doran didn't play all that well either. Stewart, I forgot he was even on the roster at one point.
It goes down the line, Monty. That's exactly right. It just goes down the line.
But those guys, Doran, Stewart, I really don't expect. I really expected Tobias Harris to at least play to a level comparable of what he played in the first 2 games, and he was pretty much non-existent.
Boy, man, I don't even know how to dance with it. I was thinking about it, trying to come in here and like, what's our conversation supposed to be with this? And I'm knowing, like I said, I feel good about the fact that being able to kind of bet this thing back and forth. It would have been a lot better days if some other things had panned out, and some other sports, some different stuff where I did go the wrong direction or we missed. But man, we was all over this that series for sure. Same thing with the Spurs, man. So let me get to that real quick. Let me shift to that to tonight, because we're gonna talk about a few things, man, today. Like I said, a lot of stuff went off over the weekend. But tonight, Monty, let me ask you this. Now, I guess, what side of the street are you on? First and foremost, are you in agreement with the MVP? Okay.
No.
And with that said, are you of the mindset that I am, and I'm not putting nothing out that I'm sure nobody else thought. I know everybody. I just feel as though this MVP thing, this idea that trophy is going to get handed out on this floor tonight, and we got game 1 with the man who feels as though, we heard all of that before, and the young man, whether they think he's ready or not, feels as though he's that man too. I feel like that gives me as much energy on the take that I'm going to make about this Spurs game is this MVP decision is going to give us an all-time classic tonight between the Mark and
Yes. So no, I'm not in agreement with the MVP, and not taking anything away from Shea. Shea has done what he's done. The reason why I really believe it should have went to Wemby is, one, because of what he means to that team. If you take both of those players and you make them, for whatever reason, you sit them out for a month at the same time, OKC is going to be relatively okay without Shea. For the most part, they'll be able to hold it together. I don't know if that Spurs team will be able. I mean, they're not going to fall apart, but he means more to that Spurs team than Shea does to OKC. And knowing that man's attitude, when he see that trophy get handed out tonight, it's like a bull seeing red. He is going to go crazy. And don't forget the element to this series that I'm really looking for is he hates Chet. He hates Chet. And to see and Chet is gonna be in the background while he getting that award. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I cannot wait for the night. Yes.
It's gonna be death and destruction out here tonight. Listen, I know what the people believe. This is not the time to believe what you think you've been seeing. I'm telling you, what you thought, and I'm talking about in both cases. Whatever you thought OKC is, whatever this is, and we respect it. Nobody's hating on OKC. It's incredible. And I really do think this young man, SGA, feel like I'm the MJ, whatever the MJ supposed to be that we would never see again in this league, and the level of excellence and domination, competitive attack, and so on. I think I'm getting that from Deuce. But this other animal, and I don't think we've seen the real animal until tonight's first edition of this Animal Chronicles. Edition 1 tonight.
You're going to see the chip on Wemby's shoulder appear tonight. I think he's going to have a huge night. I agree with that. I think we can all agree with that. But I'm also going to disagree and agree with Monty, if you will, about the MVP. Guys, we're forgetting about someone. He plays over in the Eastern Conference, and it's Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. You take him off the Knicks, you take him off he's got the Knicks to in the Eastern Conference Finals, and you take him off of that team. Who leads that team to the Eastern Conference? I don't think anyone. Is it Cat? Is it who leads those guys?
Well, thank you for the answer.
So when we're talking about MVPs, we haven't seen him play in a while. So I know we're revved up with the Wemby matchup tonight, and I agree with you, Monty. You take Wemby off of the Spurs. No question.
Don't be trying
the Knicks don't even make it. They don't even make it.
To redirect Monty. Monty, you didn't ask Monty. You asked the question. Let me tell you. Don't try to get it, Monty. No, I'm right here. He like we standing in the yard. He's like Monty talking to him. No, I'm right here. Yeah. No. This is why. This is why you take snaps and shotgun, and that's to run posts. Here's the deal. No, it's not. Because if Jalen Brunson were an MVP, the Knicks would have already won something. And the Mike actually hold on. Now you want to change it. You trying to block. Don't block. Let's hold on. Let me make sure you're done. I'm gonna try to speak. I didn't interrupt. Listen, man, the thing is Brunson's high volume and ball dominant approach to things. And it's not that we don't still see it sometimes because somebody will jump in. He still play yes, he still plays the way he plays. But really, I could chalk it up to what he said to you all last week and the last time you saw him. I'm not playing my game in the traditional way I've played it since Villanova because I want to win. And having Hart and these boys around back then, same formula, let me get to a lesser implementation to get a greater output. And if you want to give him MVP logic and IQ, give him that. But give Mike Brown his credit. Give Cat Towns his credit, because without the new niche and wrinkle in the approach and how the Knicks do business, they're not winning like this. And they certainly would have been they would not have been scoring at the clip they were scoring at. You don't do that under the Jalen Brunson jurisdiction. That's not, it doesn't do it like that, because again, it's too much control of him, high volume shooting, ball control. Cat Towns isn't firing a bunch of jumpers. What he's doing is distributing. Plus, he's a guy that his defender, it offsets their defense because he's lining up all kinds of places on the floor. Because he's skilled at being able to do that and attack you from everywhere on the floor. So that creates a real confusion if you're coaching against that, like, oh crap, because the offense is initiated sometimes from Brunson, sometimes from Towns, sometimes it's Josh Hart will run it, and the Knicks are coming at you from everywhere. Then you got my man that's hurt with the hamstring, OB Trice, these boys and all the rest, and on and on and on, and Robinson, And the Knicks are a collective too, much like OKC, but different, older, wiser, a little slower, but more meticulous. And that is why you can't assert that to one individual, John. That's all. But you're seeing it, but not quite seeing the actual picture. It's a basketball thing, bro. It's nothing, man. It's all love.
Hey, Sab, the only pushback I got is cat soft. That's it. And I can't.
He knows cat soft.
I can't do that. I can't do that about that. Now, when they get crucial and the game is on the line, he'll be making turnovers and stuff. I ain't saying but the game plan, as far as how Mike Brown wanted it done, and as long as everybody stays cool, Monty, and stays focused, things will work. But you're right. If we get over dependent on doggone 32, well, yeah, all bets are off with that. I think John, that's where he got John confused, because John knows that too. But that's all it is, John. Right now, they found a way for Cat to stay soft and kind of stay out the way and help everybody else. Because, see, when Cat's being soft, when he's in the way on the Brunson plan, everybody loses because nobody can go anywhere because he's down there in the way and doing it. That's why. So, see, it's actually it is an actual MVP in a way. It kind of is Cat Towns by default. Sit tight. It's early on it. All right, we're crossing the bottom of the hour, man. We had to get it started, man. Black and White, Monday.
Join Andre of the Savages weekdays 4 to 6 on Black and White Sports. ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
Lots of incidents as we have a severe thunderstorm warning in Lucas and Wood counties until 5:30. The incidents: airport at Eastgate, Detroit at Nebraska. Another one, airport at Reynolds and on the Turnpike eastbound just after 75. That's your Cumulus Toledo right now traffic.
Looking for a good deal? Mama Mary's Pizza will give you 20% off any online order when you use the promo code BUCK20. That's BUCK and the number 20. We know sometimes you're just too tired to make dinner. Mama Mary's Pizza makes it easy and easy on your wallet. There's something for mom, dad, and the kids. New York style, authentic, thin crust pizza, salads, subs, pastas, and more. Get 20% off at MamaMarysPizza.com. Just click menu, then deals, then $1.20. Mama Mary's Pizza in Holland on Airport and Holloway.
Spring is here, and that means it's the perfect time to change your air filter. When air quality
Time to ditch your 5G internet because you deserve better than lag, shared speeds, and throttling. Luckily, there's Rocket. Fast, no hassle, fiber-powered internet. For just $9.99, you can get 600 megs with a 3-year price guarantee. And if you need more speed, 1 gig is only $19.99. No shared speeds, no throttling, no nonsense. Ditch the fixed wireless and get the best internet deal in the galaxy at GetRocketInternet.com.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
As we returned, Monday, it's gloomy. Just got all torrential downpourish. I don't know what's going on. Monday, it's the MVP Monday, ladies and gentlemen, to be more specific. My man John Ski is here. Josh Burnham in the studio trying to hold this thing together. Hold on, let me see if I can rewire the game over here. Sorry, Ski. We got a lot going on.
Yeah, since when did Ski become the center of attention?
Yeah, what are you talking about, Josh? Anytime we can get him, you know. Listen, we get back in here for the look. My radio heads, you can't see it, Monty. You came in late, so you missed it, Monty. We had this because look at this, Monty. This is yesterday. Look, these dudes yesterday in Detroit Pistons had the audacity to put this, Monty, on the towels. Them boys said, "Oh, dog, yeah, we cut that, we chopped it up." You blew it. Yep, that's gone. We did that live on television. I want you to experience it too. We can cut it up some more. Matter of fact, hold up, Josh. Let's cut some more. Let's do some more to it. It's not to cut it down the middle. It's not really enough. It's like you got to gouge. And this is word to Joe Dumars. I don't play this crap. This is horrible. This is what the hell would Kelly Tripucka think of this bull crap? Hey, you think Lane Beer would have put up with this?
John Sally.
Dave Bing is incensed. It's horrible. What is George Blaha? His whole thing is wig.
Yeah,
hey, but they probably heard that a whole lot yesterday after the game. Like, oh, dog.
Man, listen, no, let me tell you. The Cav Nation was so strong on it. It was out of control.
Dan Gilbert, man. Did you see what he did?
With the busket, man, what?
25.
It got hostile. I thought it was getting ready to be like beat it.
That's a pure flex, gentlemen. Dropping 25 buses in the.
I had to intervene. It was like beat it. I cut stop. Cav this side, Piston this side. I had to dance and spin on them.
And they wasn't in the nosebleeds either.
No,
it's man. I'm trying to tell you.
That's a real flex, Monty. That's a real flex from a billionaire right there, buddy.
Cavs are serious about it. So, shout out to that, though. Yeah, 125.94. The way to come into Detroit and do that like that was uncharacteristic, certainly. But we're back in here, everybody. It's Black and White on this Monday. I am Andre. That is John Ojeski. You heard there. Monty Features is here as well. Josh Burnham trying to hold this doggone thing together. Listen, like I said, there's so many things went off. Let me, a quick word. Have you react to this, John? What do you think about your guy, man? First major win. If I can let me jump over to the PGA just real fast because that was another highlight over the weekend and obviously one of the more noteworthy items coming out of the weekend. And again, first major tournament and victory. First tournament victory, I should say, not his first major tournament. But Aaron Ray, John, 9 under, finished out of 65. Thing is, though, he was 290 to 1, though. That's the part.
Yeah, I mean,
could have caught that.
Good for him. He kept his cool under pressure in those final 9 holes. I mean, some players started to make a charge, but there was a lot of talk about this course leading up to this championship, and it just played right into this young man's strengths. And good for him for staying the course. And it was fun to watch. Rory had some opportunities. All the famous names had some opportunities, but he now put everyone on notice that he's here, and we'll see what he does next championship. I don't think you hear from this guy. I don't think you hear from him as much as you think you might, just because
I appreciate that final round, though. Like you said, a lot of the heavy hitters in this thing, man, and certainly a compelling round. I found myself consuming most of it, believe it or not. And
right.
So I was not mad at that. Let me do this, Monty Features, though. How about this?
No.
You got this news. 25 million says you got your quarterback, Monty Features. Steeler Nation. 8 is back. But here's the thing. Before you respond, Mr. Features, and maybe you too, 877-909-1007, Steeler fan. The roster, I saw the guys come on. Earlier today, I saw the guys come on the microphone today. And they all are unanimous in being excited about 8 being back at the helm. So they don't agree with you fans, Monty. What do you think about that?
Well, I am very much so disappointed in Mike McCarthy. That lets me know that he is not the coach that I was hoping that he would be. Because if you are Mike McCarthy, there's no win in this for you bringing Aaron Rodgers back. Absolutely none. Because you are going to live and die by a 42, probably 43-year-old quarterback who can't move in the pocket. And you're also going to set your other quarterbacks, who the future of your franchises, back at least another year or two, maybe 2. And Aaron Rodgers is not the type to help cultivate the next guy up. He's just not that guy. He's never has been. He's not going to change now. If I'm Mike McCarthy, I want to break away everything that was Tomlin. Aaron Rodgers respected Mike Tomlin. He respected him. So the way that the McCarthy thing ended in Green Bay, there's no real respect there for him. And you're going to hang the beginning of your career on that. It lets me know everything I need to know about Mike McCarthy. And we're going to have at least 4 years of dismal Steeler football because of our coaching. Like, get some nuts about yourself, sir. No. If that was a call,
it's a big bag of best nuts.
If that was a call from, because I can't believe that he won't. I can't. There's no way in my mind I could believe that he wants to deal with this circus that's about to be Aaron Rodgers. I just don't. I can't believe that. And so, if that's the case, say, hey, look, this is my team now. I want to move forward. I want to develop my guys and start moving towards the Mike McCarthy way. Mike Tomlin, thank you. Aaron Rodgers, thank you. And on the way out the door, take your boy, what's your boy, Mason Rudolph. All of y'all go and get up out of here and let us develop what we have coming next.
So, Ski, so as you hear that, Ski, and I know I'm sure you feel very strong on the Aaron Rodgers play and all of that. Let me ask you then, as you hear him saying that, isn't there something to be said for perhaps these men? I would imagine certainly having the conversation that speaks to the energy that Monty's referencing. Again, time healing wounds, bygones, this, all of that, perhaps a different respect. We've evolved as men, but is there something that says we can maybe, again, recapture our approach, our culture, our something that we had that allowed us, we still got to the mountaintop together. The only time you or I ever did it was together. Right. What is that mentality going to do for coming in here? Because they're going to need it, as you just heard Monty say. I'm sure a lot of the fan base is feeling just like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're hoping, right? I mean, that's what my real question to every Steelers fans out there is, who the hell is running the Steelers organization now? Because even the hiring of Mike McCarthy scratched my head a little bit of that whole thing. So it doesn't really surprise me that they're going with Aaron Rodgers, because that's what, like you said, Sav, they're familiar with. Listen, the Steeler organization, Monty, correct me if I'm wrong, they've been one to hire an upstart coach, the newest guy, and let that guy cultivate and build a program. You're hiring a Mike McCarthy. That whole thing right there tells me, what are the Steelers even thinking? They think they're going to win a championship in the next 2 or 3 years, because that's exactly how long McCarthy's going to be around. I just see the whole thing as a mess in Pittsburgh. And you're right, Monty. Aaron Rodgers is not going to teach anyone. He's not going to coach anyone. And you already got stories of Mike McCarthy out there retraining Drew Aller because all of everything that kid knows is terrible. And so where does Will Howard land in all of this? too many what ifs for the Steelers for them to make a move this year, Monty. I feel for Pittsburgh fans for sure.
And then when people say them rekindling, you talking about a 20-something, 30-something-year-old Aaron Rodgers. What 100%. Is there to rekindle now? Yeah, no,
nothing.
Nobody ages in reverse. So yeah, that's man. Listen,
me, Monty, I do. They tell me I do.
Sav, you might still look the same, but when you stand up, I hear the snap, crackle, and pop sometimes.
He said, try to dunk. He said, go out there and try to dunk some. We're going to come back, man, and dunk this last 2 minutes. Steve Taylor going to join the program. I had to get the real sports guy here today. It's a Spurs night today. Got to talk to him, man. We finish it. First hour. Sit tight.
The takes are cold. The delivery is savage. Black and white sports on ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
Severe thunderstorm warning goes until 5:30 tonight. 2 accidents, one airport at Eastgate, another nearby Reynolds, south of airport. That's your Cumulus Toledo right now, traffic.
This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn. Don't wait. Sign up at truegreen.com and get your first application for $9.95. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. Let the pros do the work so you can enjoy your weekend. Hurry, offer ends 5/21. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
This hour is brought to you by Dunn Chevrolet. Dunn is your SUV superstore. Trailblazer, Trax, Equinox, Blazer, Traverse, Tahoe, and Suburban. We have every size SUV. Find yours at DunnChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Your season.
Whether you're an active person that wants extra supplemental movement, maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation, Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now and order Ellipse.
Hey, from Lined Up Line Dance.
we're making a declaration of deals at Yark Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. New 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn 4x4. Lease for just $199 a month with loyalty. Or 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, America's best full-size truck, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. And Yark cares on every vehicle at no extra charge. Online at YarkChryslerJeepDodgeRam.com. $19.95 due at signing. 27-month lease term. Must qualify for employee pricing. With approved credit. Excludes tax, tag, title, and fees. Expires 6/126.
This is Black and White Sports on 100.7 The Ticket.
MVP Monday. And we certainly will find out tonight what's really good with the entire situation. Why did the hell does Ski keep popping up, Josh, in the box?
I tell you,
who's authorizing that?
He wants to be the center of attention.
We won't do him like that, though, John. It's not John's fault, though. But I mean, this big old St. Francis, like we went. Ask Coach Linke, can we get like a support stipend for all this live logo for these blasts? We love the nephew. It's gonna be big. You don't put a lot of pressure on us, John. You know the other people will call and say, well, we want our logos in. So we got to get Monty a school. Now we're going to get, I'm just saying, it's fine. Just know you've opened the door.
Listen, we all got our own theme music. We might as well have our own logos, right, Monty? Like, come on now. Monty can put a logo up behind him.
See? Look at his shirt. Hold on. Look at his shirt.
Monty,
I can't see it right now.
Logo up there, my man. There you go. See?
Look, there,
I got you.
Saying, John's son, everybody, he's a young upstart in the the St. Francis program. So you'll get a lot of this. John, we always find him somehow curiously at a lot of these events. You might expect, he's a good dad. He's a good dad. That's all I can say about him. He's a good dad. After that, I stop. I'm out of stuff. After the good dad, I'm out of stuff.
I'm out and about in the community, Sav.
I know.
You can see me out there, Monty.
Yeah.
Now, Sav, on the other hand, I don't know. We got to find it. It's like a leprechaun. It's like finding a leprechaun out in the wild.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's nothing happening. It's like a magic. It's like, whoa, did you see it? Like a lucky charm. You never know. You never know. I'm in the cut.
Down there at ProMedica Park. Be down there.
So we're back. We're back in here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to do. Hold on, man. We got Steve. Man, quit being rude. We got Steve on. I asked Steve to come. This is a special assignment today. All guest calls are brought to you by the Bellamere Suites Wake Up Call Line. Let me get my man in here. You've been hearing John Nowajeski. That was the quarterback. Monty Features is here. Again, Josh Burnham holding it together as we bring in the real sports guy, Mr. Taylor. Steve Taylor is here today. Thank you, Steve. First of all, Steve, because again, on just coming through on the special route, but we have to do it, Steve. I don't make the NBA schedule, man. And tonight, this is your time. It's MVP night, isn't it, Steve? Isn't it, Steve? We gonna hand out trophies in front of the praying mantis?
Hey man, you starting to make this Monday thing, man, a regularity. I'm coming out of the studio, man. I'm a starving musician. Yeah. That record funky, man. Like I do. I don't know if everyone realizes, but when I do the duo, I do all of the tracks. All of that music you hear, that's me playing that.
There you go.
I do that on Monday.
There you go, getting your Prince on. So that's since you stopped and paused your Prince for us, then I know you getting ready to perform, right? So with that, look, Josh is stupid. Yeah. Steve, you don't understand. He got the picture of Prince up right now. This is actually for something else. Josh is acting up right now. He got that look, and he got that look. He looking out the corner of his eye, Steve. And you wouldn't
that
like.
Looks very binky. That looks very binky.
Yeah. You wouldn't like it. Look at Ski. Ski just has to try to get one off. Ski's that guy. See, he's that guy. But listen, man, as I said, tonight is a real serious night, though. We are respecting SGA. We loving the MVP, all of this. Nobody can really take it away. We get all of that. But my man, Victor feels like obviously the world is getting it wrong. And Steve, why do I believe tonight is the real 40 piece in the flats you was talking about that we kind of was working up to? Yeah, this is the night of this. Triple double. I say add quadruple double to that. That's how I'm feeling. That's why I'm feeling like that. I don't know why I'm saying something. I didn't say triple. I said quadruple. He's capable of that. Could happen. But here we go. Game one.
Yeah, because you're a very wise man and you understand what's been going on. It's not just Victor saying that. We're all saying that in Spurs Nation. Like guys, this is easy money tonight. Man, and when you want two easy winners, Man, and then 6.5. Are you kidding me?
Right.
6.5? Man, are you serious? And y'all just gave him the MVP? Man, come on, man. Come on, man.
Easy work. Easy work. Talking to the real sports guy, Steve Taylor. He's a big Spurs fan, everybody, since I've known him. So I'm giving him that. I don't know about any of you other people. Somebody else in Toledo pop up with some Spurs. It could be a confrontation. Don't do that. We never saw you. We've never heard of you before. Like I said, Steve, we know what it is, though, here. Why do I also feel like I need you to help the people understand? I think the Thunder are in jeopardy of max exposure here. It doesn't stop at Wemby. I think this is a series, fellas, all my guys on the line here. I think this is about your boys here. Yep, SGA, yes.
Yeah.
Victor Wembanyama, yes. But this is about our boys here, and which one of our boys is really coming to work tonight. And I think these Spurs want to make it clear, too, that our guy is the real guy, and these other guys are not as real as us. Am I on the right track, Steve?
Yes, sir.
Listen, you never hear me talk about the we train, but I'm telling you, men lie, women lie, numbers never lie. And if you look at the numbers on who has guarded Shai Gilgeous-Alexander the best of anyone in the NBA, his numbers plummet when he plays the Spurs. And I'm not just talking when Wemby's on the floor. I'm talking about when Steph Castle is guarding him. There's a problem. See, guys, what I was trying to say last week, all of those advantages that they were having in those mismatches, those not going to be the case tonight. That's not going to happen tonight. All that slashing and dashing we were talking about last week, Fab,
right.
That's not going to be the case tonight. You're going to have to shoot jump shots tonight, guys, and we're going to find out how good you shoot jump shots. Now, I'm not saying that the Oklahoma City Thunder can't beat my Spurs. I'm not saying that. But I'm telling you is you're going to have to show me that you can beat us 4 times, because I don't believe it.
I don't either. I appreciate you, brother. No doubt, man. Steve, before we get out of here, say something to me also to Game 7 tonight, man. It's on fire. These damn Canadians and these Sabres, man. What is it going to be?
Hey, look here. The one thing, the one adjustment that Montreal is going to make is Montreal was trying to push the puck up out of the neutral zone, push it out of the zone. Man, you got to skate that puck up out of the zone. That'll be one of the changes they make. Buffalo's going to start Luukkonen, but you get what I'm saying, because he's been pretty leaky in these playoffs. Yeah. So Luukkonen is going to start tonight. And AJ, Lions' eyes were big the other night. He gave up a bunch of soft goals, man. Now, I'm not taking anything from Buffalo. They had a situation. They took advantage of it. I'd love to see the young front line of Buffalo really start to play better. But Buffalo, number one, they got to stay out of the penalty box, because Montreal has been killing them in their penalty. Their special teams have been really stellar. And if that happens tonight, it could be a long night for Buffalo. And the one other thing to pay attention to is they're 5-0 after a loss. I'm talking about the Canadiens. And I think that streak continues tonight. I just don't think, man. I just don't see it, bro.
That's a hell of a info passing. Thank you, Steve. We thank you for this inclusion today, man. Hell of a job. Sorry to bother you, sir. Get on back in there with Matt Fink and them boys, man, and go on and put something out, sir. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you tomorrow, brother, and see how all this plays out.
Yes, sir. All right.
Yes, sir. That's the one and only, man. The real sports guy, Steve Taylor. Monty Features. Appreciate you, man, hanging out with us.
Sir.
John Ski in the building, man. Thank you guys for coming through. All right, hour number 2, we're going to come back, man, and extend this thing. I thank both of you guys, though, for rocking today. Let me get some predictions, though, before we get out of here, Ski. Let me start with you. What we doing tonight on both? I got Game 1. I got Game 7. What we doing? Money lines, Mr. Ski.
I'm going with Wemby tonight. We've talked about it already. I think the Spurs win big. And I like Buffalo tonight winning at home. I think they bring that energy. I know there's been a lot of controversy with them playing at home. I think they answer all those questions tonight, especially in goal. I think you're going to see some surprises.
Okay, Monty, give me the hoop game, but then Monty, I know you didn't necessarily on the Stanley Cup work, but that's why I like it. Your pick is going to tell me, because it doesn't come with a lot of influence and interference. So go ahead,
I'm going Wemby as well. And I'm gonna go Buffalo as well. When I hear stats like a team being 5-0 after a loss, that streak got to end somewhere. So I'm going Buffalo just to go against the grain.
All right, man. Andy is gonna hate everybody on here when he comes on later. I'm gonna tell him what you boys said. All right. Appreciate you, fellas, man. Hell of a job today. All right. Hour number 1. Thank you. All right. We will be back. It's Black and White Sports. It's an MVP Monday. We hope. All right. So we'll get back in here, man. Try to get in the strong portion of the program. Yeah, second half. Sit tight. 5:05. We will see you then.
His store and more, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus media station.
Whether you're an active person that wants extra supplemental movement, maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation, Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now and order Ellipse.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Is on the rise. If you're looking for an exciting tech
person scramble, and we supply the clubs. Persimmon driver, 7-iron, wedge, and putter. Each team gets 24 beers, and every beer you drink is a stroke off your score. $75 per player or $300 per team includes skins and prizes. 21 and over. Call now, 734-854-4909. Father's Day is coming. Give Dad the gift of golf this year. Crooked Creek Golf Course. God bless America.
78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, but you don't have to. The 24K Life created by financial performance coach Derek Gant, giving you high achievers the system to master money, mindset, and success. Are you ready to rise? Visit 24klife.org. Live 24K.
Black and White Sports on this Monday, 100.7 ESPN here in the Glass City. It's the ticket. And it is always a unified effort when we work with our supportive parties, like our good friends in partnership at Rocket Internet. I know you have heard me mention this a time or two. Are you having lags in your internet situation at home, streaming, what have you, shared speeds, throttling, all of this foolishness that can cause frustration? Well, listen, not only are we giving customers a simpler, more affordable alternative to the big internet brands and the big bills that often come with them,
Yeah. We are expediting the avenue to thwart interference. You like that, Josh? That was detailed there. It's just trying to paint a picture, give them a visual kind of, it's a personification.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So listen, I know when you first hear $9.99 for internet, it almost sounds like fake news. We get that. That's less than lunch a lot of times, and way less than what many households are paying these big internet companies. Rocket Internet is offering you 600 megabits per second for only $9.99 per month, people, or 1 gig for $19.99 per month. Because the biggest name isn't always the best deal. Both plans include Wi-Fi equipment, unlimited data, no contract, and a 3-year price guarantee. Visit GetRocketInternet.com or call 567-3-ROCKET to check availability and sign up. Rocket Internet is a prepaid internet service. Professional installation is required and a one-time activation fee applies. Offer subject to change or may be canceled without notice. Visit GetRocketInternet.com or call 567-3-ROCKET for full details.
I also like local sports talk. Who doesn't? Okay. I think it's like a super sports tiny thing to have the local sports stuff. There's still places that it exists. Obviously, everybody thinks those days are old, and the talking heads that literally just yell into microphones for hours at a time for radio are days of the past. It's like, no, there's still a very loyal listener to sports radio, but also there is local sports talk that still is giving the pulse of the fans. They're still giving the opinions of the fans. They're still asking the questions that need to be asked. And we have a Hall of Fame moment. They have a fervor fan base. And those guys, they love it. They're there every day. It means so much to them. They're doing bigger numbers than a lot of these podcasts out here that think they're national podcasts. No doubt. In these cities. Like, if I knew this guy existed my entire life, this would have been incredible. Good sports talk is hard to beat. It is legitimately hard to beat. Feed me that times 10, but also, and potentially dying it. And we need him to take care of himself.
Well, and that's the big thing. Like a guy like him, like he has carte blanche to say whatever he wants. He's killed himself. You subject yourself, and he has to care. I almost hate this city because of it, so I'm going to let everybody have it. I think
it's their love of the cities that drives them every single day. And we appreciate that from Paisan. But many people around different cities, they hate us. We're the national people that say something. The local people talking about the national people. The best in the world. Shout out to the local folks. We appreciate you. Shout out to sports being so damn magical. And shout out
Black and White Sports with Andre of the Savages on 100.7 The Ticket.
As we jump off into hour number 2, fastest buck 20 in sports. We call it Black and White Sports. We are here with you Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hour number 1 has passed. And we are, again, into the second frame. Welcome back in here. 1007theticket.com. Don't forget, do that state to state. That's how that happens. Click the Listen Live tab. Plug in with us at Black White Sports. That is live. Facebook, Savvy Television, YouTube. That's live. Soon we will have you later on, probably this week. I'm going to have you download the app. We can get back to that. Savvy Television. That's important. But we'll get to a follow-up there. As we mentioned, hour number 2, I am Andre of the Savages. Josh Burnham in here alongside. Thank you to my guys, Monty Features, John Nowajeski in the first hour coming through here. Almost on the surprise window. Not necessarily. I mean, I knew they were coming, but we had to get it rolling right away. Just a lot of things went off over the weekend. As you know, again, a lot of people feeling very disgruntled in the 3-1-3. Whoa, that energy, stifling. Death and destruction, very, very memorialized Game 7 yesterday. So you saw that fiasco, 125-94 your final, unless you're a Cavs enthusiast. And they were strong, very, you know what I mean? And shout out to Dan Gilbert. That's how you play it. As an owner, make it clear we got to have it. And so the Cavs did that. Here we go, Game 1, Knicks on the horizon. But we have a Game 1 first and foremost tonight, Wemby. SGA, there's a little bit of contention, quite possibly, with the MVP talk. Depends on who you speak to. NBA and journalistic and
administrators, if you will, those with a voice, with a vote, with a comment that matters, all say, well, almost all say it's SGA is your guy. So game one tonight ought to be interesting in that regard. And we were talking about that. Excuse me, too. I forgot the real sports guy, Steve Taylor. I knew I had three people, Josh. I was like, why am I forgetting somebody? So, yeah, shout out Steve Taylor, too, because he came in special duty on us to rock because he's my Spurs microphone. And so he's hyped. I would imagine the Spurs Nation is hyped. I don't understand why you all can't see why 6.5 points feels ridiculous. Most times I would take that as a setup, knowing that the odds makers wouldn't put it there if it weren't for a reason. And certainly we get that OKC is very capable of destroying an opponent by far more than 6.5 points. But that ain't this animal. This Spurs thing has been boiling for your damn throat. For the beginning, they tried to slice it completely. There, you know what's really going on? The Spurs are salty that they didn't sweep you during the year. That's my real belief. 877-909-1007. That's my true belief, is that the Spurs actually can't wait to have a shot at embarrassing these boys.
Let me at him.
Because the one scenario that would basically put some people in the poorhouse trying to bet this thing, because you figure you'll be able to get money either way. I think the house really could be in some jeopardy with a series like this type of talent level we're getting ready to witness, the exhibit that we're going to experience. The only scenario that could drive people over the edge, lose their money, and quite possibly their sanity is trying to bet and chase OKC in this series. What do you mean, Sav, by that? My betting heads know where I'm going here. If you bet OKC tonight, and most of you will, as a matter of fact, to a large degree, it looks like most of you might. It's a little bit closer to even and 50-50, if I'm being honest with everybody in terms of the bets. Or let's look at that too. Let's make sure this is staying steady, because we've been on the air now for an hour. So you know how these things can wrap around, especially when we get this close to tip-off. So when we say the spread, most of the people feel like that's 6.5. That is the only thing that would concern me. Any other day, I would look at this as a reverse trickery, and I would be all over the OKC 6.5 here because they put it there for a reason. It's just that I don't believe that, and I don't think the Spurs give a F, and I think they're angry. I think the Spurs have a real intent to prove that it's OKC that should be concerned. I'm trying to find a cool way, because it's hard to describe, because there's nothing you can say against OKC that will add up to like a logical argument. There's not a lot of places you can attack them and sort of, run that convincing game on people that they should really be concerned about the Spurs. You're thinking to yourself, not really. And you probably think that collectively OKC will be able to disrupt Wemby in a physical fashion, which I imagine the Timberwolves thought on some level, because they have a couple of guys, Gobert, Reed, a couple of guys, Randall, a couple of guys, they tried to move Wemby around. You figure that's not hard. Slim Jim, we get it, right? Still, no. No, man. I do think I'm trying to figure out how to put it into words, and I don't think there is. And then after it's over, and like I said, we could be making way too much about the MVP race thing.
But I just feel like this kid is something that we're not, those of us old enough to remember, we haven't seen this type of individual in a generation. At least because we thought that LeBron was this type of individual. Yes, LeBron was transcendent. Yes, LeBron was unicornish. Yep, LeBron has certainly proven to perform feats impossible to mortal men. I think it's fair to say that. Most of you should keep that clip, roll it, save it for a lifetime. I was real right there. But what we also found out about LeBron is that LeBron wasn't true to the actual competitive fabric that is required to command universal respect. That's where LeBron's thing is herk and jerk, because it's too argumentative based on who you're talking to, the age of the individual, their experience in life, so on and so forth. There's too much ambiguity in LeBron James's legacy and commentary and story. I could argue you Steph Curry. We can stop there and make a case before you start talking this Kobe Bryant jazz. The Michael Jordan thing is a most certain fiasco. And I think you're getting a little bit too far away from the Magic Johnson when those of you who know damn basketball keep letting this bull crap happen. Not about LeBron, though. This is about Wemby, the transient and the transcendent talent that I don't think we're accustomed to seeing a kid who actually cares about the winning, like for real. And I think OKC is getting ready to pay a price for real to that extent. And it begins tonight. When we're talking about the numbers, I'm just hoping he delivers in this way so that it really becomes even more undisputable. I know it is now. You look at his frame. Sometimes you still think, nah, it's not really getting ready to be what it has been being. It has already been being this. And I'm telling you tonight, man, it's underway. I'm telling you, Josh, it's all bad. I don't think we're looking at like 30 here. I think quadruple double is not out of control. I've seen the option to bet it before, so I know somewhere in real life it's possible. And I want to go and lay claim to, because I can see him slapping 10 of them boys out of the air on everything. I can see that. That's the one that would seem the hardest part, is the tennis game and slappery. No, I don't know if it's that. I think the assists might be the 10 most difficult things for him to acquire tonight, maybe. And if the Spurs are rolling in a way offensively that has you impressed, then that might not be such a stretch. You're getting 30. It's a 30 ball all day at the basement. The basement's a 30. The rebounds is a 15, is a 14. The rebounds we looking at 14. So I'm doing 30 and 14, Josh. Write that down. That's the Sav say. Sav says this. 30 and 14 is the base palette. Now, what we're concerned with is the dimes and the tennis match and the Bill Russell tribute. Is what we worried about, is the Dikembe Mutombo monument. Is it that?
I could see him get like at least double digits in blocks, but steals, I'm not sure if
not steals. No, assists, Josh.
Assists, yeah.
Assist 10. I'm going 10 everywhere. I don't know, like I said, because if he were angry and that's the type of effort you're getting, that's why you can see the blocks. That's why we'll say something about the blocks. But anyway, that was what that is, man. Let's slide to the side here, okay? We'll come back. We still should ring the bell today. We can still do that, Josh. Can we come back? Do you have something?
Yeah, we could ring the bell when we come back.
Yeah, we have to hit our man up, Master Barber. We'll have the picks here late in the situation, all right? And Sam, man, should be through here too, man, as we cross the bottom of the hour. We are in the middle of the Mama Mary's Mozzarella Minutes. I didn't say that. Shout out Mama Mary's, but we're going to run advertising to the fact, and then I'll come back and reinforce. How about that? We'll just do it that way. Don't forget about that promo code. 20% off your order when you online order at MamaMarysPizza.com. Promo code BUCK20, BUCK20. Do that. 20% off. Sit tight.
When the game ends, the real talk begins. Black and White Sports with Andre of the Savages. ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
Looking for a good deal? Mama Mary's Pizza will give you 20% off any online order when you use the promo code BUCK20. That's BUCK and the number 20. We know sometimes you're just too tired to make dinner. Mama Mary's Pizza makes it easy. And easy on your wallet. There's something for mom, dad, and the kids. New York style, authentic, thin crust pizza, salads, subs, pastas, and more. Get 20% off at MamaMarysPizza.com. Just click menu, then deals, then $1.20. Mama Mary's Pizza in Holland on Airport and Holloway.
Looking for a hidden gem just minutes from Toledo? Come play Cherrywood Golf Course in Ottawa Lake, just 2 miles from US 23. A scenic 9-hole course with tree-lined fairways, sloped greens, strategic bunkers, and a winding creek throughout. Whether it's a quick round after work or a relaxing weekend game, Cherrywood is the kind of course you'll want to play again and again. Visit us on Facebook or go to golfcherrywood.com or call 734-856-6669 to book your tee time today. Cherrywood Golf Course, where 9 is fine if you don't have the time. God bless America.
Black and White Sports.
I'll do everything I can to rehabilitate you.
Marry me.
Everything except that.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
It's a Monday. We call it an MVP Monday around here because tonight it's going down, as they say. NBA with the theatrics that continue. I don't know if you guys saw the advanced ABC ad with the conference finals featuring the Cavs and Knicks before the start of Game 7 with the Pistons. That was heavy. I mean, it's one of those under-the-radar things that didn't get past everybody, but really didn't get a lot of mentions everywhere in the world, or certainly everywhere in the sports world, but it did happen. Hell, I saw it myself. And that's wild for those of you who want to do with that whatever you will. But, you know, like I said, we still get the theater and the drama sometimes, and I think we're going to get it tonight. I think this is a day we're definitely getting that, Josh Burnham.
Definitely.
Who you like, too? I didn't ask you, because Monty and Ski were on. We didn't ask you who was your guy.
I know that Spurs are playing the disrespect game and all that, and I know they've had the Thunder's number in the regular season, but my opinion is that when championships or the chips are on the line, when it counts, I think the Thunder will win tonight and perhaps the series, because there's a difference between regular season and postseason. And the Thunder, they are battle-tested, while Young, battle-tested. So I think that will come through in the end, and Wemby's education will continue.
That's fair enough, Josh. Oh, man, that's an astute assessment. Josh Burnham, ladies and gentlemen, with your breakdown. So we continue, and the conversation does as we add our man to it. You just saw him pop in here. That's Andy Sanzada. Everybody is all guests are brought to you by the Bellamere Suites Wake Up Call Line. Sam, man, what's going on this Monday? Good day to you, sir.
Good day. Good day. Happy to be here.
You excited. We know you hyped, Andy. Hold on. Let's do this real quick, though. Josh, let's go ahead. You're right. We should probably ring the bell here because they'll get further out of the spider way. We don't want to get out of the spider way, Josh.
No way.
The Cav fans don't either.
Especially when you're dealing with
Andy with that smirk. He got that smug smirk on his face today, Josh. Let's go, man. Let's ring the bell. Shout out to our man, Anthony Butler, our bad master barber and stylist, coming through late here today. But as they say, get it in. Doesn't matter what time, all right? He's the master barber and stylist. Maybe it's because it's a Monday, Josh. That's when we kind of lay off.
Yeah, that's right.
Want to ring the bell? All right. Ding, ding.
And this portion of Ring the Bell on an MVP Monday, brought to you by our man, Anthony Butler. He is the master barber and stylist. Ladies, don't forget, it's a 5-star Google rating, too, in terms of incentive on why you would call 419-4070-880. And as I called for Josh Burnham, we begin today with the Walleye Weekend. Yeah, responses, 2 of them in a row. I left off and let you know we'd get back into the series on the first one. That was a given. But I like the backup. Now, Josh, it's so serious as we get set for tomorrow, sir. Boy, has it gotten tight around the neck, I should say. I was getting ready to make a more crass reference.
Well, when the backs are against the wall and when they're they hook you right in and lived another day. They won 5-3-2 on Friday and 4-1 on Saturday. So we're going back to Fort Wayne Tuesday night.
It's serious. Andy, I don't know how much you've been following any of this, but, you know, a lot of people might have thought Walleye could have been dead to rights and in a situation like, at least with Fort Wayne, because we just understand the talent levels, the rivalry, the whole thing, everything else, time of year, and 0-3 hole. They just wanted to keep it exciting, apparently, the Walleye feeling fly. I guess so.
they've got a lot of momentum right now. I think if they can win tomorrow night, force a game 7, then that's going to put Fort Wayne in a position they didn't want to be in. And they're going to start questioning, their abilities and everything. And maybe Toledo can win 4 in a row. But listen, when you have a rivalry and you have 2 evenly matched teams, like Matt has been saying throughout these last couple of weeks, you're not going to get a sweep, and you're not going to get a quick series. But I'd be really surprised if Fort Wayne didn't close this out tomorrow night. I can't see them allowing a game 7 in their own building.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at that, though. As much as I hate hearing it, Andy Sands out of here with us, everybody, during Ring the Bell. No, I don't like it, Andy. I appreciate them, though. I appreciate that was sheer. That was heart, though, and that's what they represent. That's the walleye on display, these 2 games that you saw. So this next one will be listen, they can put something together like you talked about, Matt, and he had mentioned, man, early before this thing got started. You know what I mean? They were just going to have to, again, be power play effective, and obviously it has changed to obviously a large extent. But again, it's time for them boys that we've seen throughout the season, the sellout crowd dominant walleye. Got to take that on the road, man, and get this thing on and push it. I don't love it, though, Andy. I don't love it. As I said, I'm just trying to
I think it's gonna come down to goaltending tomorrow night. I think that, special teams are pretty even, but I think it comes down to goaltending. I think Fort Wayne has not gotten the goaltending they've expected the last couple games, which is why Toledo's back in the series. But that's what I expect to happen tomorrow is Fort Wayne to get what they've been missing and close it out in 6.
To the Hens now as we stay local, and Sunday in the finale to Omaha, it's more of the familiar. 6-3 loss, the final homestand. Indianapolis begins tomorrow.
Yeah, we're now 2-4 under our new manager, but he's learning on the job. But
For
he's
sure.
an experienced guy. He can right the ship.
We hope. And the guard Indians is what I heard, Andy. That was the first time I heard this term. I heard it somewhere. I was like, the guard.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, the guard Indians were in action, of course, over the weekend. And you had the Reds on the set, 10-3, a final win on Sunday. I don't know if I took Cincinnati or not. I can't even recall, man. I had a bad day. I think all else, otherwise beside the Cleveland thing. But there you go. See, but the guards winning and the Cavs. I try to tell them this, Andy. I've been suggesting this. They don't listen to me. They don't want to ride with me. But that's what you do. Yesterday, it was kind of that was easy work for everybody on that one. But there you go.
Well, the weather really warmed up the bats for Cleveland because they had 6 home runs, season high yesterday, and Manzardo had 2 of them. He might be starting to find his form at the right time. And DeLauder's special, man. He's fun to watch. He hit another one yesterday, and he and Bazana are really galvanizing this team right now and giving Ramirez the support that he has not had the last couple of years. So if they can keep this up and get solid pitching, I think they can hold on to the division for a while.
125-94, 6 home runs on the same day. I'm just going to leave that there. We'll move on. Detroit now. And the Tigers got scraped too, of course. Yes. Look, now let's see. And it's a baseball whooping, 4-1. That's a baseball whooping. Blue Jays handled that. But again, the Pistons in correlation. I'm just leaving it there. You people do what you want with it. I don't care. Say what you want about me. I'm just trying to help you. But that was yesterday. So, some work that you should have got.
Yeah, and Cleveland and Detroit start a series tomorrow night at Comerica.
Yes, but we were going to say that too.
Yeah, if the Tigers lose that series too, the Detroiters will be saying,
No, they're going to.
When they'll be saying, when do Lions preseason begins?
Cavs, but it's for the bettors. Again, most people, it's not for you guys. So your general populace, sport watcher, this doesn't apply to you. You're not picking up on it. You probably never even noticed the times the same city wins, losses, and correlations there. Probably never thought about that. So look for the guard Indians to do some things over the next week or so in conjunction with the basketball unit. Just keep it in mind. Do what you want. Diss me all you like. Okay, Josh, let's go. Wrapping this up.
That's
I
it.
would imagine. Okay, there you go. Anthony Butler, the master barber and stylist. Ladies, thank you for that. 419-4070-880. Perfect day to call him. These are the appointment times because we get back in full motion Tuesday through Saturday, as you may well know. All right, our man Andy Sanzata is here. Black and White Sports. We continue. MVP Monday. We said that, Andy, because tonight we got a serious showdown going on. But a couple of things. Let me get your energy on before we go basketball and come back to all of that, because we spent some time on that. Monty was here. Ski was here. First thing, talk to me. Aaron Ray, first major. Shoot
Rai.
65.
Aaron Rai.
What did I say? Rai? What did I say? Ray? Yeah, right. And shoot 65, 9 under, finishing the thing. But the people really missed some work on 290 to 1. Yesterday is what they really missed.
Wow.
Talk to me about that. Hell of a round, though. Hell of a final round, though. All the big dogs involved yesterday.
I mean, if you remember when you asked me about what was going to happen this weekend on Friday, I told you somebody that's never won a major is going to win.
Yeah, he said that. He did, Josh. You might need a clip. He
did. Didn't give a name, just said it wasn't going to be a recognizable name. This guy's going to be recognizable for a while. He's got a great game. He's so humble. Everybody on tour really respects him, really loves him as a person. So I think everybody was happy to see him do it. But I watched him do it. I watched every hole of that tournament yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was just really impressive to see him under that kind of pressure that he's never been under before, just perform to that level and end up with one of the lowest rounds of the day at the most perfect time. And that 68-footer he sank on 17, that just put the nail in the coffin. He wasn't supposed to make that. He was just trying to two-putt it, but it ended up going in. But the thing that impressed me the most about him, Sav, was just his poise and composure. There were a couple times they showed him doing some breathing techniques just to lower his heart rate and keep his nerves intact. And for him to hit those fairways on the back nine the way that he did and play the back nine at on a 30 was really, really impressive. Really happy for him. He might win another one. The U.S. Open and the British Open are still to come this year. He's got the game for sure. Now that he's got the experience, you could see his name pop up there more often than not. But it was fun to watch. I thought the thing for Rory, I thought Rory had a chance yesterday, but his putter let him down. And he was even on the par fives throughout the whole tournament. Aaron Rai was 6 under on the par fives. That was the difference. You can't not capitalize on the par fives, especially at a course like that when there's only 2 of them every day. So that was the difference for me. Same thing for some of those other big names. Scheffler's putter really let him down. But it just goes to show you that course, proved that yesterday, if you don't drive the fairway, you're in trouble. And a lot of guys got in trouble. And Aaron Rai was able to stay in the fairway, stay out of the rough, and played really smart golf and was the recipient of the tournament because of it.
Wanamaker Trophy, first one. Not mad at you. AR. So there you have that, Sam. Man, I knew you were dialed in. And I know you were dialed in tonight. Over to the NHL, sir, before we hit this break with Andy Sanzata, ladies and gentlemen, and his Buffalo Sabres tonight. Game 7, Canadiens coming through. Last game, interesting. Feel like not necessarily indicative of this Montreal unit that we've been watching here. I think we really get a very serious exchange tonight. And I feel like I can't go wrong with the puck line in Montreal as a result. Even though I feel like I'm leaning Buffalo. Maybe that's just because of you. I'm hoping that you can have this moment because I don't really have a dog in the fight. But Ski messed it up, Andy. Ski came over here and said he likes Buffalo too. I think that ruined it. See, when he did that, I was all messed up. It's ruined. So I don't know what to tell you, man. It's all.
Here's my concern about tonight. Okay, number one, Montreal is a great bounce back team. They've been an outstanding road team throughout the playoffs. Dobish's record after a loss is his numbers are really good. And he played just really bad the other night. I don't expect him to play like that again. He's too good of a goaltender and has been throughout the playoffs. But Buffalo's only 2-4 at home, Sam, in these playoffs. And that's a little concerning to me. They've got to get off to a good start again tonight. And they have to get the kind of goaltending they got at the end of last game from the beginning of the puck drop tonight. UPL is going to be in the net. That's Uppa-Pekka Luukkonen, for those who don't know the acronym. And
Steve Taylor called him Leakadin. He said he was Leakadin.
Yeah.
I want you to know that. I told him I was
he was until he got, he relieved Lyon last game and stopped all 18 shots. And I think that grew his confidence. And he knows it's his net tonight. Let's just hope it's not Montreal's net too, because that's the other thing that concerns me. Buffalo has to stay out of the penalty box, keep Montreal off of their power play. Buffalo has to score early. Buffalo has to take the lead early. And if they do that and get the goaltending, they're on to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Sit tight. We're going to close it strong. Well, let's make these picks. It's an MVP Monday. There's work to do. Finish it.
Want wagers that win? Weekdays will walk you to the window. Tune into Best Bets on Black and White Sports, 4 to 6 p.m. on ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
Hi, it's Mookie at Northwood Jewelers. It's about more than just helping you find your perfect diamond.
Tonight. Thinking Vito's Pizza. They just brought back their taco pizza.
Oh, do go on.
That starts with creamy queso sauce, Then they layer on taco meat and melty mozzarella and cheddar.
Okay, yum.
Top it off with shredded lettuce and Roma tomatoes plus sour cream, taco sauce, and Dorito chips on the side.
We had it last night, and my husband basically guarded the box like it was treasure. Any leftovers? Not a chance.
Make dinner exciting again with the return of Vito's Taco Pizza. Now back with a new kick, packed with flavor, loaded with fresh toppings, and served with all the fixins you love. But only for a limited time. And if it's not a taco pizza you crave, grab one of their other specialty pizzas like the pepperoni trifecta, Uncle Vito's sweet barbecue chicken, or their award-winning Mediterranean pizza. Find your nearest Vito's Pizza and order tonight at vitos.com.
We'll make this quick. It's time to ditch your 5G internet, because you deserve better than lag, shared speeds, and throttling. Luckily, there's Rocket. Fast, no hassle, fiber-powered internet. For just $9.99, you can get 600 megs with a 3-year price guarantee. And if you need more speed, 1 gig is only $19.99. No shared speeds, no throttling, no nonsense. Ditch the fixed wireless and get the best internet deal in the galaxy at GetRocketInternet.com.
78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Even high earners, over 60%, have under $1,000 saved. But a new money move is making way. Welcome to the 24K Life, created by financial performance coach Derek Gant. The 24K Life is where high achievers master their money, sharpen their mindset, building unshakable confidence and wealth. If you're done with the survival mind and are ready to thrive, visit 24klife.org. The 24K Life. Be your best. Get the best. Leave nothing to chance.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
One final time. Let's get ready to get out of here today. First and foremost, too, because I got Sandman in here having me looking crazy in front of people. Because part of my picks, when I made a damn discovery, is because I got to go in here tonight, and I was going with your guys, and you were talking about Tuesday, man. No, the Tigers and the Guardians getting ready to get down tonight.
Oh, I didn't realize it started tonight. Okay. I thought they had a day off because they had a day game yesterday.
So, could have me looking crazy. That's like Josh. Me out.
That's my fault.
Lying.
That's not on you. That's on me.
Well, it is. I should have caught it right then. But I was looking at my stuff in the break, and I'm like, no, this is on my list. Why am I got Cleveland in here tonight? I like them tonight. As a result, it's just can't trust Detroit. But I'm going to get to all of that. Hold on. I don't want to get out of sequence and out of context here. Let me do this first. First and foremost, welcome back in here. It's Black and White Sports one final time on this Monday. Thank you guys for being with us. Glass City, Southeast Michigan. We appreciate it every day, even though we don't act like it. We do a 4 to 6 thing, and it's almost over. So before we go, let me thank the Powell's Beauty Supply, number one, because they've been with me for a long time and everything that happens at Savvy Television. So we appreciate our good friends over at 901 Nebraska. And of course, our friends at Consign It Home Interiors. Now, this is the place and showroom where you can change your decor without spending more. So thank you to them, one and all, everybody. And of course, again, the Bassett Nut Company, formerly Rachel Michaels Gourmet Popcorn. Don't forget, the move, I think, is just about complete. She's just about another half block up Monroe Street. So if you guys are traveling, I guess out toward Alexis, I think, where Monroe and Alexis kind of come down there at that little triangular little intersection, but it's before that. So before, like, where she was down there by the Marcos at that little indentation with the shoe store, all this stuff, she was down there by the beer stool. All this stuff is in between there. So right in between that, if you get down to Alexis, you messed up and you're out of order. But we'll have it for you. Details, give you the full address and all of that. But the move is just about complete. Bassett Nut Company has gone down the block down there by the cell phone store. I don't know if that's a T-Mobile or what the hell that is down there. So, but whatever. That's that. So it's important to let you guys know that. And again, like we said, Tigers and Guards getting ready to get down tonight on the series. So, yeah. But also, let me do this too, Andy, because we got to keep the same energy. Let's keep the same energy around here. And this was some breaking news earlier. I meant to bring this in the first hour, so my bad for that. But you guys should know NFL news here, U.S. news. As a matter of fact, a Massachusetts jury has acquitted former New England Patriot wide receiver Stephon Diggs on felony charges of strangulation and a misdemeanor charge of assault and battery. And again, acquitted on Tuesday. The Patriot, again, former Patriot receiver involved with the live-in chef or situation that involved. Excuse me, I don't want to say involved. Let me be clear. A situation that involved a live-in chef and claims of domestic assault or what have you. And Diggs, 32, had been accused of slapping and choking Jamila Adams on December 2nd at his home in Dedham. A jury cleared him of one felony charge of strangulation and a misdemeanor charge of assault and battery. Diggs' attorney, Mitchell Schuster, said after the verdict that no assault ever occurred. Quote, domestic violence is a very, very serious issue in this country, and it's disconcerting when people use it as a sword and manufacture claims in an attempt to extract money, Schuster, end quote, Schuster told reporters. I believe the jury saw through that today, and we are very, very pleased with this result. Adams testified during the trial, and Norfolk Assistant District Attorney Drew Virtue admitted to the jury that she may have come across poorly. The Patriots released Diggs in March, despite a productive 25 season in which he caught 85 passes for 1,013 yards and helping the Patriots to the AFC title. Schuster said that Diggs hopes to return to the NFL. And we would suspect somebody will grab him up real quick at this point. Well, there you go. So Diggs didn't really choke an itch.
I'm just going to leave that there.
Well, see, people got to chill out, man. You got to chill out doing, I don't know, man. Look, if that was the play, ma'am, and a lot of times this is what we're doing, man, you can't do anything. You can't have nothing. Man, people are doing things like this to people that are broke.
Yeah.
Just running in downtown and saying stuff, writing it on paper. Shout out to Diggs on that. Never been my favorite cat, but, we saluting that. We're going to put the same energy when we come and say you acting like a damn knucklehead. We do that. So, make it known. All right, Sam, man. So listen, we are in here. It is an MVP. Whoa. Real quick. Since you already stole some of my thunder, Josh, you put it on the Steve play. Let me get my missed shot off real quick because I discovered something. Andy, the musician, and you should appreciate this. And, we don't often do it around here, but it becomes necessary. And, life is about evolving. And sometimes you never know, when that evolution will continue. And so I realized yesterday, I think, or let me just say over the weekend, I feel like it was yesterday. I want to say it was yesterday. It couldn't have been any, later than Saturday. But I had a missed shot here, everybody, that I thought it was important to share with you all because I think it did some good for me and in my own personal growth.
This is deadly. Misses everything.
So it never stops giving. The gift that keeps on giving. It was Purple Rain, people. It never ends. And Andy, I'll have you know, it was just on. I think I was getting ready for something else. I was getting ready to make a move. You just had a thing on. It's playing. You know what I'm saying? You got the background happening. I had been watching it, but I had to get up, make a move. So I realized, though, while I'm watching, I was really paying attention for some reason this time. Usually, because I can recite the movie, and I'm one of those. I'll take the thing backward, the whole thing. I'm realizing all these years, it never dawned on me that through the entire movie. Now we realize he had a dissension with members of his band. He wasn't necessarily being open-minded and giving them an opportunity to maybe be inclusive in the creative process where the credit could be distributed. When you wrote the song and did all that, you got to give it up. He wasn't budging. He was stubborn throughout. He was acting. He had a real light-skinned way about him that was having me be embarrassed. I couldn't figure it out as a kid. I'm like, how come I feel so corny when I see this guy and with the, So I'm watching it again, Andy, and I'm realizing this song is actually the catalyst to the movie and why it's so heavy at the end, the Purple Rain, Andy, because again, you would think I would have got this. I'm getting everything else about the movie accepted. Every time he tried, because it's not that he shunned the girls and didn't want to listen, but he was so distracted with a tumultuous home life and all this other things that was pulling at him, tugging at his energy. He couldn't concentrate. It was noise. And Andy, every time he tried to listen to the track, just to get the feel, get the melody rocking, something would go off. They would act an ass at his house, or something would get in the way. He tried to listen to it in the dressing room. They came in because he had already clowned. He said nominees for Best Actress because Wendy came in like, I heard you got a new song written by a couple great girls. So he was laughing and smirking. His boys in the cut like, I don't know why she think they ain't listening to this nonsense. So when they left, he tried to listen. Then here comes the stage manager. Boom. Hey, kid, 5 minutes. Cut him off. That's when I caught it. Then later in the movie, the girlfriend comes by, Apollonius come through. All of this is going, his mother and father get into it though. Later, like he tries to listen to it again in the bedroom to get his wits about it. Brilliant storytelling. I just caught, this is 30, 40 years later. The song cut off again. His dad acting an ass, whooping his mother's ass. So we just talking about domestic violence. His father downstairs with the boom, slamming the door. Oh, get in there. Oh, he can't hear it. His blessing, though, this is why I'm telling you guys this on the radio. We laughing, but this is your blessing. We get distracted, and because we're not focused on the Lord and we're not trying to hear and don't want to stay tuned in to the signal, because it'll tell you can't go that way right now. But Lord, I want to go do that. I like them. I want that. I need this money. I need this job. I need this woman. I need that. It's gonna sink you. And every time you try to get to the song of golden times that's going to take you to the next level, that's how life will do you. Man, that hit me like a weight, man. That messed me up, man. With Prince sent me a jewel from the grave on that one. Like, listen, young dog, you've been missing it. Plus, you converting over to Michael too much right now. I don't like how you doing that. And you really is dissing.
Right.
That Prince has been getting me.
Because the movie that just came out, yeah.
Yeah, I've been acting up, too. I've been clowning Prince. Gary Finney will tell you. Finney, no, I clown Prince. He doesn't like that. Because I remember, I told you guys, I checked out at like 85. I left. I kind of left the building on all of that. I think I was tied to the pirate shirt. It might have been the pirate shirt for me. Maybe that's what it was, Andy. I think I might just rock that. I think I'm going to start rocking those on black and white. Every day I'm just going to come in here. Either that or I'm going to come in with that Captain Crunch jacket with Michael, how he had the ambassador boy on with the sleeves, with the tassel shoulders on.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm going to get. I always said if I get married again, I'm going to have that blue Michael Jackson on he had at the Grammys. That's going to be my outfit. I'm going to have a glove. I'm going to get married with the Logs. You're going to see me come out. Yeah, that's what it is. But let's make these picks, man. We got to roll out of here, man. My man Andy Sanzada has been in here. Appreciate you, sir, as always. And, of course, again, for Monty Features, John Nowajeski, the real sports guy, Steve Taylor, all those guys in here in the first hour. Thank you very much. Josh Burnham, thank you very much every single day, even though I act crazy and say things that your family would hate me saying to you. But they should know I love you, Josh.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I do. Don't forget that. The more I clown you, it's more love. That's what you know.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, we're just like brothers.
Yeah, exactly. So me throwing that stuff at you earlier and trying to hit you in the back of the head, that is endearment. That's not HR material. Are you clear?
Oh, I'm definitely clear.
Okay, just want to check. I was scared to death. Dana came down here today. I was like, oh, Lord, what is Jossie to set me up? They got me. It's all done. All right, listen, man, this is what we doing tonight. Like I said, MLB, I like the guards tonight just because of the energy, what's going on with Cleveland. Plus, I really can't trust Detroit. I don't know what to do with it, man. It's just it's a train wreck right now, even though they are at home. I guess if you want to do that, but I like the guards. I like the money line number that I saw. There was a plus 130. So I said, let's rock with it. You maybe should take the run line there. with Cleveland. And also, too, if you guys haven't been watching, these damn White Sox, man, it's something cooking right now, man, in Chicago on the South Side. It's real, right? So I like them tonight again as they go on the road tonight. So I like them in the money line there. Andy and I, Steve, everybody, we talked about Game 7, of course, NHL tonight, Stanley Cup work. We're going to bless Andy and just say we think Buffalo maybe wins it. So we'll make our pick Montreal, puck line. We'll take the puck line there just to be safe so we don't hurt anybody's feelings. WNBA, let me give you a couple sidebars. We like the Wings tonight. I actually like them to cover 3.5. I don't know if that line is moved tonight. They're at home, so I like Paige Beckers and the ladies' money line, whatever you want to do. And I like the Sun on the road, too. Take the points there in the Fire in Portland. That's an expansion team, so I think the Sun is a little bit more veteran experience. You might see that tonight. And then last but not least, Wemby and the gang, man. I like these boys' money line, but you take the damn point. 6.5 is outrageous. And I think I like the under 2 on this thing, man. It's like 3% of the money on the under 221 it might be now. So, do what you want with that. But I just like the Spurs on the pick. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Talk back Tuesday. You know how it goes. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. Please be kind, be respectful, be nice. Enjoy this work tonight. Never cheat on your wife. And by all means, I just gave you a 6-team. Handle your business today.
Where we're at now, it can't be what is the end going to look like. It has to be we have to take care of business today and then tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
His store and more, the Man Superstore Studio.